Evening, everyone,
Love
and welcome to the AWC workshop. We are so pleased to have you all join us today for this exciting session. And your participation and your engagement make these workshops meaningful, and we are looking forward to a very productive and inspiring time together. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today. So, we are delighted to have you, Miss Amal. Let's welcome her as our today's speaker. Miss Amal is an accomplished English language instructor, and she is an internationally certified trainer with over 9 years of experience in academic education, primarily in Saudi Arabia. She holds an MA in TESOL from King Abdul Aziz University, and she brings extensive expertise in teaching and training English across diverse contexts. Additionally, her professional interests include integrating educational technology to enhance language instruction, and she has successfully led numerous professional development workshops for university faculty and students. So we are excited to have you, and we want her to share her insights and expertise with us in today's session. Over to you, Ms. Amal.
Thank you. Today, inshallah, we are talking about mastering narrative paragraph writing, structure, language, and practice. Our objectives today are three main objectives. They are, as you see in the screen, identify the structure and key elements of a narrative paragraph, use sequence connectors and descriptive language in storytelling, write a short, well-organized narrative paragraph based on prompts. What is a narrative paragraph? What do you know about narrative paragraph? Can you tell me please? What is narrative? A narrative paragraph, uh, it's about telling a story. But yes, very good, Rabia. Thank you. A narrative paragraph is a type of writing that tells a story or describes an event. A narrative paragraph focuses on describing an event, an exercise, an experience, or a story. A paragraph should have a title, a beginning, topic sentence, and background information, a middle, details, and an ending. A narrative paragraph is a form of a paragraph writing where events are told in chronological order. Narrative paragraph tells a story or an event. It could be tale, novel, an account of one's life, natural phenomena, or social events. The events should be arranged chrono. Can I say this word? Chronologically. It emphasizes storytelling with elements like characters, setting, and plot. A narrative paragraph is distinct from form of writing that tells a story or recounts an event, providing a sequence of actions or experiences that develop a central idea or theme. It typically includes elements such as characters, a setting, and a plot. Example of a narrative paragraph. A visit to the zoo. Who can read the paragraph? Who can read? يلا Hadid, go ahead. I don't hear you, Hadid. Yes, Hadid. I don't hear you, Hadid. Hadil is still raising her hand.
Actually, I think the session or the settings, it doesn't allow you know the mic to work with. They can just post chat messages. Let me try and fixing it. Um, Let me see.
Can you try to silently read until the access is denied, microphone is off, it is restricted?
Yeah, it's restricted. Do you want me to read the paragraph? I would love to do that.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Amal. So today, a visit to the zoo. Last Sunday, I went to the zoo with my family. First, we saw the lions sleeping under a tree. Then, we fed the giraffes and took pictures. After that, we watched the monkeys swinging from branch to branch. Finally, we bought ice cream and left the zoo. It was an exciting and unforgettable day.
Thank you, Ms. Rabia. Next slide, please. The purpose of a narrative paragraph. Can you stop raising your hand, Hadil? Because I need to read the slides. To tell, the one purpose is to tell a story or recount an event. A narrative paragraph aims to share an experience, incident, or sequence of events with the reader. It answers what happened, when, where, who was involved, and how it unfolded. The second purpose is to entertain or engage the reader. Unlike expository and descriptive paragraphs, the narrative style often seeks to capture the reader's interests through storytelling, suspense, or emotional impact. The third purpose is to illustrate a point or provide insight. Narrative paragraphs may be used in essays, reports, or reflections to highlight a lesson learned, demonstrate a theme, or connect personal experience to a broader idea. The last purpose is to show sequence and development. They demonstrate how events happen in chronological order, helping the reader follow the progression from beginning to end. What are the features of a narrative writing? The main features of the narrative style is as follows. Orientation, a short introduction about the main characters and settings, who, what, when, where, and why. The second feature is series of events, structured and sequenced events which tell the reader a story and build on what was revealed in the orientation. The third feature, complication, where a potential problem occurs within the series of events. The whole narrative is based around this and how it will be solved. Next, resolution. The complication is resolved, it is solved, and the narrative ends. We have coda. Coda can be at the end, it is optional, but gives the audience some extra information in regard to how the characters were feeling, how they have changed, and what could be taken from the narrative. The narrative paragraph structure and format. The structure and format of a narrative paragraph is as follows. Topic sentence, it's the beginning, orientation, introduces the main idea of the paragraph, often sets the scene, who, what, when, where, grabs the reader's attention and hints at what the story is about. In the topic sentence, capture the reader's attention and make a general statement that sets the scene. This is the topic sentence that you are going to write at the end of this workshop. After the topic sentence, we have the supporting sentences. The supporting sentences should be at unity and coherence with the topic sentence. It's the middle and the series of events. Presents the events in chronological order, time order, include details, actions, and descriptions to make the story vivid. May contain a complication, a problem, or conflict to build interest or suspense. In the supporting sentences, tell the story event by event, often building suspense. Next slide, please. Lastly, concluding sentence, the ending, the resolution, the insight, shows the result or resolution of the event, may summarize what happened or give a reflection, insight, what was learned, how someone changed. In the concluding sentence, show the outcomes, summarize the story, or add an insight. Next slide, please. Use the 5WH question method. To write a narrative paragraph, answer the 5 questions. WH questions to elicit the basic information about your story. Who will be in the narrative? Who are the characters? Where will the narrative take place? What is the place of the story? Why will the character do what they do? What is the narrative about? What is the core of the story? When will the events happen? The timing. You can also ask, how will the conflict be resolved? This is one of the most important questions. How will the conflict of the story will be solved? Next slide, please. Transition words. Thank you, Rabia. In a narrative paragraph, transition words, also called sequence connectors or temporal connectors, are essential to show the order of events and guide the reader smoothly throughout the storyline. They help create chronological flow and coherence, which are fundamental features of narration. Thank you, Sundus. Next slide, please. Still, we are talking about the transition words. Key sequence connectors in narrative paragraph. At the beginning of the story, introducing the events, you can say first, you can write at the beginning, you can write to start with, in the beginning. 2. Continuing the sequence, moving forward. In the supporting sentences, you can write then, next, after that, afterwards, later, subsequently. Showing time order, specific time reference, when, while, as soon as, immediately, suddenly, meanwhile, during, at the same time. For introducing the end, closing the event, you can say or write finally, in the end, eventually, at last, to conclude. Next slide, please. Transition words. Example in a context. Who can read? If you have access to the mic. Do you have access to the mic? Okay, I will read it. First, I woke up early in the morning. Then, mic is open now. Who can read? Raise your hands. Go ahead, Tyler. Open your mic and read, please. Okay, I will read. First, I woke up early in the morning. Then, I prepared breakfast for my family. After that, we went for a walk in the park. Finally, we returned home and rested. Here, the connectors are first, then, after that, finally, create a clear chronological order. Next slide, please. The importance of transition words in narration. They enhance coherence by logical linking sentences. They highlight chronological relationships between actions. They guide the reader's imagination, making the story easier to follow. They help writers avoid disorganized or abrupt shifts. Next slide, please. Okay, now we are moving to descriptive language in storytelling. What is descriptive language? What do you know about descriptive language? Descriptive language in storytelling refers to the deliberate use of vivid words and expressions to create sensory rich images in the reader's mind. It goes beyond simply stating facts. Instead, it paints a picture by appealing to the five senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch, and sometimes emotions. Writers use it to make characters, settings, and events more engaging and memorable. Next slide, please. What are the features of descriptive language? It is it has sensory detail. Use words that describe what a character see, hear, feel, taste, and smell. Example: the scent of fresh pine filled the crisp winter air. It has figurative language. Employs similes, metaphors, person, personification, and hyperbole. Example: the night wrapped the town in a velvet blanket of silence. Next slide, please. It has precise vocabulary, chooses exact words rather than vague ones to create strong mental images. Example: she wore a crimson silk dress instead of she wore a nice dress. It has emotional tone. This is the fourth feature. Conveys mood and atmosphere to shape readers' feeling. Example: the abandoned house groaned with loneliness. Next slide, please. Last feature is imagery. Integrates visual, auditory, tactile, gustatory, and olfactory details. For example, the waves crashed against the jagged rocks, spraying salt into the cool air. Next slide, please. Function of descriptive language in storytelling. What is the function of descriptive language? It enhances reader engagement, draws the audience into the story world, builds setting and atmosphere, it creates context and mood for events, develops characters, reveals traits through appearance, behavior, and environment, shows, it supports show and tell. Show and tell, we are going to come to it now in the coming slides. Instead of directly explaining, it allows readers to experience, stimulates imagination, helps readers visualize scenes as if watching them unfold. Next slide, please. Example passage. Instead of saying, "The garden was beautiful," a descriptive version would be, "The garden bloomed with scarlet roses, their sweet fragrance drifting through the warm summer breeze, while butterflies danced lazy under the golden sunlight." Next slide, please. Narrative paragraph grammar rules. We have grammar rules for the narrative paragraph. The verb tense, consistency. Use past tense when narrating past events. You will use the past tense when you are writing a narrative paragraph. Don't shift between past, present, and future unless it serves a clear purpose, like reflection. Next slide, please. Subject-verb agreement. Ensure that subjects and verbs agree in number, like singular and plural. For example, she was walking, this is correct. She were walking, this is incorrect. To make sure the subject-verb agreement is correct. Next slide, please. Pronoun consistency. Stick to one point of view. First person I or third person she, he, they. Avoid switching pronouns unnecessarily. Next slide, please. Sentence unity. Every sentence must be grammatically connected to the main action or idea. That means all the supporting sentences in the paragraph should be linked directly to the topic sentence. Avoid fragments and run-on. Next, please. Use of time expressions. Adverbs and adverbial phrases like then, later, suddenly, after that should be punctuated correctly, usually followed by a comma when placed at the beginning of a sentence. Next slide. Correct use of articles and determinants. Use a, an, and the properly when introducing people, objects, or settings in the story. Make sure you use the articles and determinants correctly. Next slide, please. Punctuation accuracy. Use commas to separate introductory words. Phrases. Use quotation marks correctly when including dialogue. End sentence with proper punctuation, periods, exclamation mark, points, question marks. Modifier placements. Place adjectives and adverbs close to the words they modify to avoid ambiguity. For example, she quickly ran to the door. This is correct. Versus, she ran to the door quickly. This is acceptable. Versus, she ran quickly to the door. And this is also acceptable. Next slide, please. Parallel structure. When listing actions or descriptions use the same grammatical form. He opened the door, grabbed his bag, and left the house. Next slide, please. Avoid double negatives. She didn't see anything, this is correct. But saying she didn't see nothing is incorrect because it's double negative. So avoid it, please. Next. The show and tell. Show and tell method of writing is when the writer is able to create a picture in the reader's mind to get away from the repetition of such empty words like went, big, or said. Next. Showing is better than telling. Why? Showing is more specific. Showing helps readers make a picture in their minds. Showing is more interesting than telling. Next, please. What is the difference? Showing versus telling. Telling means stating things directly, like saying facts. The writer gives the facts, describes emotions, or explains what is happening without much sensory detail or action. For example, she was angry. Telling is fast and straightforward, but less vivid. Next, please. Showing means letting the reader experience what's happening through sensory details, actions, dialogue, settings, etc. Instead of saying she was angry, you might describe her clenching her fists, her voice trembling, the room's temperature rising, details that let the reader feel her anger. Showing is more immersive, engaging, and allows the reader to draw conclusions. Next, please. Why use one versus the other? Why do we show instead of telling? Showing helps bring scenes to life, makes emotions feel real, builds suspense or atmosphere, and allows deeper reader involvement. But telling, next please, is useful for summarizing, speeding up less important parts, giving background quickly, or when you need to move the plot along without slowing down with lots of detail. Next, please. Arranging the sentences in time order. Okay, now we will do an exercise together. Read the group of sentences, number them to create a time order narrative. Can you write in the chatting box? Can you write in the chatting box the order of the sentences? What is the first sentence? Yesterday, I decided to bake a chocolate cake. Faisal said 132546. Now let's check. Go ahead, Ms. Rabia. Yes, the first sentence. Next, Ms. Rabia. Next, please. One, four, two, five, three, six. Next slide, please. Who can read it? Now it is ordered. Who can read it? Raise your hands. If you are willing to read the baking cake paragraph, raise your hand. It's a narrative paragraph. Should I read it? Okay, I will do. Yesterday, I decided to bake a chocolate cake. First, I mixed flour, sugar, and eggs in a big bowl. Then, I added chocolate and stirred carefully. After that, I put the cake in the oven to bake. Finally, I decorated it with cream and sprinkles. Everyone loved the cake, and I felt very proud. Do you see how the narrative paragraph is? Next slide, please. The transition words, the, the time order signals we have in the narrative paragraph, baking a cake, words is yesterday, first, then, finally. The phrases are after that. You are going to use these time order signals, phrases and words while writing your narrative paragraph. Next slide, please. Read baking a cake, which of the sentences are compound sentences and which are simple sentences. Now it is ordered. We don't need to read to order it, but we are going to decide which sentence is compound. Read the sentences. We have 6 sentences. It is ordered. Yes, Shazia. Thank you. The last one is the compound one. Why is it the compound one? Why do you think the last one, everyone loved the cake and I felt very proud? No, Faisal. The reason is not that because it consists of 2 fragments. Fragment, it means a wrong, incomplete sentence. It has 2 complete sentences. But you can have 2 complete sentences and still be simple. Yes, Shima Ali? Yes, who raised your hand? Who raised her hand? Is because it have 2 different verbs and 2 different subjects. Next, please. The first, second, third, fourth, fifth sentences are simple sentences. The last one is combined sentence. SS stands for simple sentence. CS stands for compound sentence. Next, please. Practical prompts. These are prompts for you to start writing. Write about the most memorable day of your childhood from a personal experience. From special event, write about a family gathering that you will never forget. From everyday life, write about a time you helped someone and how it made you feel. Choose one of them, please. Choose one of them and type in the chat box what you chose. Did you choose personal experience, special event, or everyday life? Choose one and type in the chatting box which one you choose. Rabia, everyday life. Next. Who is next and what did you choose? Shazia Tariq, what did you choose? Faisal Al-Harbi, what did you choose? Okay, special event. Thank you, Shazia. Next slide, please. Now we will prepare for the writing. Preparation for writing. What is the plan? The plan is 6 steps plan. Step 1, pre-write for getting ideas, listing or free writing. You can list or free write the events. Step 2, organize your ideas, topic, purpose, and events. Step 3, writing the first draft, title, topic, sentence, supporting sentences, and details and concluding sentence. Step 4, revising and editing the draft. Step 5, write a new draft, proofread it, and the last step, write the final draft. Can you start? Write me 6 sentences. Write me a paragraph, short narrative paragraph of 6 sentences. 2 of them is topic sentence and concluding sentence. 4 of them is supporting sentences. When you finish writing, send your paragraph in the chat box. Next slide, please. These are the references for your interest. Next. Next, please. Next, please. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today.